Hello everybody and welcome, I am the Beta Plan and this is our Death Trolls campaign within Master of Magic. And well, the War Trolls have been owning a lot, so why don't I give the Archangel a try, though the biggest problem is that it's bloody flying and it can resurrect units. I just hope it's only one. Yes it is. These Guardian Spirits we can handle, it's really this Angel, and yes I know that the Angel... its sprite is a little bit bad, but here, it's +4 to hit. Illusion immunity, holy bonuses, and now it also has +1 friendly resistance and what have you not. It's a toughie. Gotta split up my forces in two, in the hopes of being able to target the Guardian Spirits and not being utterly destroyed by the Archangel. Which, interestingly, they didn't move much. If I'd known this, I could have attacked with my heroes, but the problem once again is... he can do whatever he wants as a flyer. Though Serena might have been able to hit him a little bit, but it's just too scary a prospect. The fact that my War Trolls are not killing these Guardian Spirits in time is also just not no bueno. Yeah. The Archangel isn't even hurt after killing one of my trolls. It's just... ugh! I don't know why, but sometimes they stand still? The pain when he attacks, it's so much damage! It's so much damage! And he hits always because of his +4 to hit. It's really bad. Alright. Heal up. Heal up. More or less I want you to flee. But I can't tell that to individual units. I don't know why he's taking a pause every once and again. But I'm happy for it. Yeah, regenerate. If you can regenerate... I don't know what... I don't know... It gets stuck on something? Oh, wait a second. Is it regenerating? Oh no, that might be it. He might be regenerating. It doesn't say it heals wounds. Sorry, I totally spiked the mic there. I totally know that, but dang, that was awesome. The hacker +6 to attack. That's not like the best of finds. Ow, but War Trolls, you did it. I don't know why, but all of a sudden we did massive damage to him. Yowza. Well, I am happy. I really thought we were about to lose the whole elite troll unit army, but luckily it wasn't that bad. Can create catapults. Yeah. Well, we'll build Mechanicals Guild. Another, by the way, I should show you. Engineering techniques plus 50% production. So, yep. Let's build that one. beastmen can build almost anything. Hey! Hold on there a minute, Spock. You gotta go there. Building yet more additional war trolls. This could be the start of a true new army. Because Trollopolis, do you have defenses? Oh, wait a second. This dwarven city doesn't have defenses yet up here. Which is why it's always complaining so much. It's so OP, magical roads. Any general can tell you that movement is key in warfare. Outmaneuvering your opponents is Dark Elf Swordsman. There it is. But I'm going to reject them because I don't really need Dark Elf Swordsman. If it would have been Nightmares, I would have jumped in on the opportunity, but not now. It's not a Sky Drake. Really? You don't have something like slightly easier? I know these guys were also tough because we skipped them. It was Shadow Demons, if I recall correctly, in one of them. Oh, did we ever check out this node? I don't think so. Let's go to that node. Oh, another sorcery node. Alright. There's also a sorcery. Free mercenaries for hire. Troll Shaman. I'm gonna reject that because I don't really need the healer. But yeah, my fame is now starting to grow that actually people are going like, hey, do you want to hire us? Because we now have 41 fame. And that is attracting people to come and offer their services. Yeah, you can be angry, buddies. But we're doing well for the Beastmen. Alright, and what is up in here? Another Sky Drake, really? If I want to attack a Sky Drake, I feel like I need 9 War Trolls. A Sky Drake, if I recall correctly, has like 25 attack or something silly like that. I do have to say, Valana is now getting... Thanks to the hacker, she has a massive amount of attack, but... I'd rather have massive amounts of defense. Shall I build myself yet another item? Yeah, why not? Or I could summon a champion. A stronger, or Death Knights, which are really nice as well, but they are 8 mana upkeep per turn. Summons a group of 4 Death Knights and binds them to the will of the wizards. Death Knights attack with +2 to hit, armor piercing, very important, and first strike. They also have a -4 resistance life stealing attack. These guys can heal off killing other people, they hit very well, they negate armor, or at least they pierce it, and their first strike. This is why I like Death Knights. I really want to get a group of them at some sort of points. But I also would like to get really strong heroes so that we can actually invest in them. But you know what? Another good thing to build is something so that Zeldrin the Sage can go out. Here, +6 resistance, 15 spell skill, Guardian Wind, Flight, +4 defense? Oh, too many powers. Only 4 powers. By the way, if I show you this, magic, this is also a good thing to show you. Spells, if I go to enchant item, yes, I will abort it, and I put in several things. Oh, can I have something that, yeah, there we go. 4 powers is a standard thing, but you notice that there is just less things to choose from. Spells. Now it's gonna do that again. Create artifact. Come on. Yep. We could also do a wand for Zeldrin the Sage. I don't know what spell charges. I can add that to it, but I don't know if I want that. Guardian. What does Death do again? I don't know. I think that has to do something with the power of. So one of resist magic. Resist magic, so additional resistance on top of it. Guardian wind, so that they can't be hit by flying arrows, so that we're trying to do well. +1 to hit, could be nice. And +10 to skill save. Does mean that we don't have -2 spell save, which means that people will have a harder time resisting his particular spells. Now let's create this first. Spells. Yeah, it doesn't take too many turns. And it's 10 turns of income from mana, so that's also acceptable. We have gathered up quite a bit of cash again. Mindstone. Famine? You're growing nicely, but not really good anymore, so I think it's about time that we spend some money on you, Dark Water. How are you doing? Growing by 100. That's a little bit borderline usefulness, so we'll try and get you up to Farmer's Market as well. You are still growing fast and strong, I like that. You have just way too many rebels, but you're dwarfs. This will be the same for you, yeah. Just too many rebels. You know what I could do? Here. Get me more gold. We have some steam cannons in there. I can't even forgot that we had those indeed. Some of these places have grown quite well, but it's a little bit like, yeah, lovely. Wouldn't mind if they were just a little more controllable. Even a city that can grow no larger than 12, as we see here, because it's +0, 4 rebels. Now, I do not have the amount of protections that the AI puts into his cities, but that is also just a silly amount of protection. Yo, barracks. Actually, no. Let's build a temple. I think your growth spurt is ending, Gundar. You are now quite large, and we'll work on that. I can buy that for sure, but let them build. Let them actually do something. The people are getting lazy. I'm buying everything for them constantly. How's it over here in Desert Home and what have you not? Yeah, we need to start building on a shrine for you. Because you're dwarves. And dwarves are annoying. Hey, you actually got a rebel at that level. Darn it. That's where we will spend the temple. You're just gonna build that because Animus Guilds be expensive. University, we can actually even insta-buy that if we wanted to. If we wanted to? I don't know, but apparently I have a speech impediment. I shouldn't make too much fun of it though, because people that have that problem for realsies, it's kind of annoying. If you can't say what you actually want to say. Hey, you are having rebels, but I even have a temple in you. You are nuts. There you go. We also arranged that a little bit regarding the food situation. We built that road, so it's now all round. Yeah. Could make a shortcut over here, but that really doesn't help much. And these engineers have already almost done their work. I'm over-exaggerating a little bit. You know what? Let's do that. Get on the boat. What happened? Why did you stop? I don't know why you stopped. Like, you stopped moving to designated area. You should have been able to walk there instantly because there were all roads. Oh well. You're veterans, which is better, but I really don't need shaman. There you go. Build a marketplace. We'll buy that one as well. It's instant money back, more or less. And let's build a smithy with you. I have to admit, though, I also, of course, have a lot of places here that have, like, no defenses, which is why they're a little bit peeved at me, which I kind of can't understand. Smitty, you will grow in your own, this little town. 5. Awesome. Little marketplace. Buy that as well. These are the spending years. Why? The what? Every time the engineer hits a city, he just stops moving. That's so weird. And these were the shadow demons? Because in that case, I'm gonna... You should be able to handle the shadow demons right now. I mean, come on. Oh, this is an angel. Then we definitely have to do it with just the trolls, as we discovered at the beginning of this episode. And if it are 2, then my trolls will still be completely dead. So actually we're gonna go up north towards those shadow demons. You're gonna get a farmer's market. You're gonna get a farmer's market. And you, my friends... that way, and then one to the sides. You guys up there. This should be shadow demons, if I recall correctly. And again, you just refuse to walk on. That's really annoying that the engineer does that. Please go on. I won't have that spell. That's only good for me. Because I will conquer your ass. Desert home grew to 2 population. And I saw that I had -3 food. Let's go and attack the shadow demons. Whoa, did are a lot. Those were a lot, but Serena resisted it all. She does have 18 resistance, so yeah. Problem about shadow demons, though, once again, they're flying. But Bard. What does Mindstorm do again? Cause intense mental anguish to the creatures in a target enemy unit. Have to concentrate. Yeah, okay. This is an incredible debuff. -5. What I want is... Guardian Wind won't help with this, because these are magical projections. But I do think Resist Magic will help. Oh, already has Resist Magic on it. Then cast it on yourself. As the trolls will go forward and deal with the ghouls. It's interesting that they're focusing on her. Because she has 18 resistance. Whoops. Did not mean to click there. I want you to have enough mana for healing yourself. And you never will be able to do it 3 times, so just hit them 1 more time. And now you need to go and say, healer. Heal yourself, voila. They still have quite a bit of ammo. Oh, it is, isn't it? Is it? Weapon immunity, poison immunity, regeneration. Oh no! Okay, so we have to kill that. Psionic Blast. Darling, add a ton of power to it. 20. That didn't do nearly as much damage as it should. You can fire one more time before you can't cast another healing, so... Didn't kill it. Actually, you can fire another time. I saw a little bit of blood coming from you, so I was already a little bit scared. Ah, no! Really? Alright, healing. You guys have 2 more shots each in you. Alright. I saw that. She took damage. We got 1 Shadow Demon unit taken care of. I'm actually going to move these guys in. Hopefully that if I box them in, they won't go for her after they are done, because she hasn't got regeneration and she's getting a little hurt. These were your last shots, huh? Yeah, they were. Okay, good. So, Shadow Demons, you are boxed in by all my units. Surely you want to attack the guys in the front, right? Yes, you do. Awesome. I'm actually going to put Valana over here. Valana took a little bit of damage, but not incredibly so. Oh, they're immune to that. Never mind. They are immune to that. Of everything else you have, baby. Which is nothing, but... still kills that unit. And the good thing about these guys is once they've done firing, they are not that strong. 5-4. It's really their firing ability that's really annoying. Ooh, well, we gained 1. We found a staff. We're about to make a staff. This one isn't that good, though, I have to admit. Can you actually use that? No, you can't, huh? Despite being a caster. That actually was a very, 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 very shitty reward, I have to say. So, ships, if you could just activate and get this engineer who constantly stopped doing his duty, over across to the other continent. That will be nice. Ooh. You need to start getting a temple. And we need to get a little bit more food. And let's buy this. I mean, it was our second troll city. We should give it some love. Not changing you to a farmer. Too much of an important city for us to do that. We'll change this around. There we go. Food arranged. We could use you a little bit of a scout to check what's in the other places. Probably not a Skydrake over there, because everything is apparently full of Skydrakes, but... Because I think most cities now have protection, don't they? You can't really see it that well on the screen. I mean, it shows all your armies, but it doesn't show really if every city has units. I know that these 2 are protected by units, but this is just a swordsman, right? Yeah, so if we switch this around to you and pull you to this city, then we can activate this war troll, because it's a bit of a thing that's over there. And no, Dang has protection. I'm quite positive of it. Yeah. We did want to build another city over here, though. Right? Yeah, it's this city. Just right on the road. So, what if I just say patrol over here? That's plain. Sorry. Troll patrol. And patrol. And you guys are done building golems. Well, actually, you know what? Build a little bit more. Build also steam cannons. The fact of the matter is that this will be the defending army of this continent. So I do need some stuff over here. Are you about to build a settler? No, you're about to build another war troll. Build another settler, if you will. That will be good. And then these war trolls won't be standing there for no reason at all. You know, I could have also built a settler instead. Well, that is not smart. That probably would have been the better decision. I'll build another settler here as well. Why? We still have this point to settle, for instance. There's still a little bit of troll cities to build, and also over here. We are just in heavy expansion mode. And also the other continent could use some troll cities, definitely. Beastmen priests, reject. If you could just come with a decent and interesting unit, I would be all over it. Right now, you're kinda hurting my feelings. Okay, that's been taken care of. I am not too keen on attacking the angel. Do we know what's in this cave? We might have known at one point, but I don't know anymore. So let's go there for the moment. And these ships. Voila. Engineer has landed. Awesome possum. Marketplace and towards farmers markets. I make really evil items, guys. Water resist magic. It's super evil. So now this guy, it doesn't look like he has much additional defenses. Because the resistance is straight up resistance. Resistance didn't go up, sorry. I need to proper pronounce things. But he did get resist magic and he did get guardian wind. So that's still a great pickup. He didn't get, for instance, additional defenses against his own type of attack, like magical ranged attack. But still, it's nice. Plus 10 skill also. And what was the other thing that I gave him? Plus 1 to hit. Yeah, so that is also pretty good because he had none of that. Alright. And I think it is time to perhaps summon a champion. Because they don't cost mana to maintain. Unlike the Death Knight. So let's cast that. And let's go here. And you need to go into the city at a certain point. And you can still investigate all of this darkness. Because we need to. We don't have magic missile. If you got that reference joke, you are awesome. That nobody else will tell you otherwise. Sage's Guild. Yeah, let's do it. And you will go up here. Because it's time to meet this Beastman engineer halfway. I reckon. Perhaps it's best to build it from here. This will take 8 turns. Because if I build it from here, up there... 3... Yeah, this will take longer. This will take 8 turns. And what if I start from this location? Because then I don't need to... 2 and then 5. So this is a little shorter still. But... that additional turn for a more beautiful looking road? Yes, I'm OCD enough about that to do this. As my heroes just say, okay, now we're going to go fly the south route. More or less saying, screw you and your beautification program. We don't need that. Barracks. That might be nice to get some swordsmen. This city doesn't even have protection, so I just noticed. Right? Hold on here a second. I will buy the settler. No, I should have bought a... Well, yeah, I'll buy this one as well. But and then we should really start developing these cities to build war trolls as well. We do have now so many additional troll cities that it is going well. And I couldn't have built it much closer because, yeah, within 3 cities, well, 1, 2, 3, I could have built a little bit more to the south, but we already know that that didn't help much. Up here, this is about the best circle I could get. And I could build, oh my, that's a horrible spot, 5 people, 6. It's still better than nothing. In the end, I probably will build something over there, but I'm looking at this city. Like 52% bonus production. But this might be nicer. A little smaller, but additional people might be good. And all of these places are too close. Oh, and of course we will build that city first. But we have 2 settlers coming up. That's too close. Yeah, too close anyways. Yeah. I mean, it's not perfect placement if I build it over here and in maximum amount of resource gains, but it would be pretty darn good spot. So, that doesn't need a road in that case. Where else shall we build later on a city? Over here? Yeah, but then these guys first need to go away. Up here we also saw that we still can build tons of cities. Cannot build on layers. This one is actually good, and then you can actually build one up there still. 1, 2, 3, yeah, there, 7. It's really small, but it's possible. So if we want to do that, it's time to build that away, so to speak. So let's just go that way for the moment. Alright, let's build these 2 cities and end the episode. After all, we've already gone on for longer than 30 minutes, so it's definitely time for that. And look at our income, 300 gold. And yes, the game is complaining like, hey dude, you got a lot of settlers, food and all that stuff. Yes, you're true game, but I'm immediately going to build some cities. So this is gonna be... I have no idea what I'm gonna call this city. This was the best spot, right? I mean, I placed them there, but... yeah, it is by far the best spot. Okay. Alright, that name already popped up once, I believe, and then we didn't accept it. This time we will accept it. Kragut, you do now exist. And the other one we saw was... this one, right? Yeah. So that is one off the road. Which means the road will instantly connect it, but the settler won't be immediately able to build it. That's the only thing. Well, in the next episode we will build that, and we will try and explore this cave, and hopefully we will be able to gain even more power. I say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.